Okay, so while part one is uploading, and honestly, I don't even know. Get off, Callie. She always wants to sit on my lap. I know it's a cat thing, but I'm just. Right now, I'm still. I may be feeling better today. Um, and it's a beautiful day, and so, kind of, helps. But I still don't want her on my lap. I'm still too emotional to really, want her on my lap. I don't know why that has to do with anything, but it does. Um, so the part one is uploading. I have about 3 gigs, so hopefully I can get a decent part two to finish up at least my train of thought. So yeah, to anyone who wants to help me in any ways, I try my best to look up remedies for all matters of things, whether it's eating, whether it's a what do they call it? A DIY, do it yourself type thing. A natural way to do it, whether you call it a remedy or just natural go aboutings. God, I really am turning country. I'm becoming a hick. I'm from fucking San Diego, and yet every now and then, like I was reviewing, like I said in the part one, I was reviewing that 40 some odd minute video that I had to cut up. I think it was like 41 or 42 by the end of it. Um, and there were times that, oh, did I sound distinctly, redneck? But yeah, so I try and look up the best that I can to the best of my abilities. Which honestly, I'm Google stupid. Like, I'm not even joking. I do not know how to look something up, or I don't know how to look something up. I don't know how to word things. I don't know next to anything when it comes to doing like legitimate research on something. But yeah, so back to what I was saying before. There's the brand that I showed you in the last video, the very previous video I uploaded. It's actually uploading right now as I'm recording. So I don't know how long I should be feeding that to her, because I know whenever I eat something too much and it messes me up, that I have to, try and let it cycle through my system, and I have to, at that point, probably damn fucking banner on my phone. It keeps popping up stuff. But yeah. So, how long do you think is a good amount of time to be feeding a cat wet food? And outside of just because of my budget, I had to buy the wet food. I wanted to buy something else, but it was like $1. It was like almost $2 for a thing that was about the size of a can of tuna, and I don't have the budget for that. So unfortunately, you know how it is when you have to budget. So I'm trying to eat healthy for myself. I'm trying to heal things because I got hit by a car in fairly recent history, and I'm still dealing with things from it almost a year or more later. So I'm doing a lot better. But yeah, if you can think of anything that can help me with my health, help Callie with her health, whether it's getting me and her more active, ways to use all of our muscles, or even a dog, which unfortunately I currently do not have a dog, but I love dogs. I love puppies. So eventually I am going to get a dog, and I will need to know all the things that are okay for dogs and canines, felines, humans, what is bad for us, what is good for us, because like I said before, you'd be surprised on what, quote, human food is actually okay for cats and dogs to eat without it messing up their system at all. Some dogs can eat onions, actually. Other dogs can't. I went to a vet one time and they handed me the sheet of paper that was kind of a guideline. It was a generalization for all dogs. So since however many different breeds of dogs can't eat onions or peppers, they kind of put that on there. But I had it's about to make me emotional, but Sasha, which I'll get into my story talking about Sasha at some point, but it still tears me up. But she can eat all of that without a problem, or at least not a noticeable one. She would eat my Subway sandwiches if I left them alone. Even if they were on a counter, she'd grab them and whatnot. And But yeah, there's some things that some dogs can eat. Some dogs can actually eat onions, some dogs can't. So back to what I was saying before in the last video, it's just really a surprise to me how drastically different I became. You know, I was almost unrecognizable. I didn't act or look or what, well, I guess obviously I physically looked, you know, but I was a person you wouldn't recognize if anyone who truly knew me, you know. I was extremely aggressive. There was a lot of things, and from the videos that I recorded back in December that I uploaded onto here, such as the 42 or however long video it was that I have it listed on here as, you know, you can tell I was easily aggravated by things that really shouldn't have aggravated me, but I guess between things going on with me and Raina, things that she did to like really hurt me emotionally and all the way. There was a phrase that I used where it's like, you know, hurt me all the way down to my soul, was something I told a few people, and that's pretty bad. It wasn't just, you know, emotional pain or physical or psychological. It was deep cuts, you know, it was stabs. And so, like I said, this is something that's going to help me in general. But I want to actually get out there, and I want to know your guys' opinions. There's this girl named Brittany, and me and her at first seemed that even though we haven't met yet, we've been talking and whatnot. And I brought this up in like the last 2 or so videos prior to the one previously uploaded. But anyways, with it already hitting 7 minutes and I'm just now starting this topic, I think I might actually have to upload a multi-parter again, just so that I can have enough time to record without, because what I do when I do these like 10 or 15 minute videos is I go on the YouTube app and I record from the app itself. And apparently it's recording from the app, and so it actually has to take all the data and then put it into my my phone's library and whatnot, the photo library or video library or whatever. So it takes like a whole 2 minutes after done recording to actually be able to, you know, pause it and, you know, get past the trimming part since I'm not trimming. So what I might do is, honestly, I might just try and upload my hour-long video, which again is from like back in December or early January, and I have like a 30 or 40, 43 or 44 minute long other video, which will be another multi-parter. And God, does it take forever to actually upload those things. I mean, I got to trim it, and then I have to like keep my phone plugged in, and whether YouTube is running in the background or I literally just don't let my phone lock and just let it stay on YouTube. Damn, you know, uploading takes forever. But I do want to get to talking about current events and get all this other stuff done and out of the way. So I am going to jump back to talking about what's going on with this new person in my life, possibly after all that, and then I'll make a playlist. That way all these parts are easier to find for these lengthy videos. So with that being said, I think I might have to poop, and I don't think anyone wants to be in the bathroom with me. So later, guys. See you in the next current video, and hopefully it doesn't take too long to get there. So pray for me, pray to whoever your God or higher being is. If you're watching this, life has been very tough, and this transition is heart-wrenching, I think is the term I'm looking for. And so, yeah, just pray that, is my heater on? Pray that, you know, everything can get better, that I can be able to save up money for a car and maybe an RV and, everything that I want to do, which one thing that ultimately I want to do once I have that income and financial stability is I want to become a business owner. I want to become an entrepreneur, and not just on YouTube, but actually own a store, like have my own little shop and everything. So to anyone who watches this, just pray that I can actually, fulfill my dreams, and that all of this is just alpha omega. It's the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. So, that ultimately all the pain and all the, homelessness and BS that I've been through, pray that all this can come to an end and that I will be healing and life will get better. So, on that very emotional note, I'm ending it. Later.